I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.
What up? What's up, Rap?
What's good? What's good?
Hold on. I feel like I ain't even looking into my camera right here. I gotta tighten up. What's up, man? Welcome back to the Chief Seats, where culture meet conversation. Big Mo H Rap. Talk to him, man. Let him know what we're getting into today.
Man, we're gonna talk about a few things. The thing that we're going to touch, our big topic is, why do we hate on our celebrities? The other two is celebrities hating on each other. And a situation to whereas I am going to say what I feel. Give my opinion on this one particular topic, which is Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp settled a lawsuit today. Ice Cube and Aries Spears have beef. And the community has this issue with our celebrities. And we must tear them down in order to love them. That's what we're going to talk about today. And I'm going to offer my opinion. I have a unique point of view on the whole Shannon Sharp situation. I want to hear your opinion on my opinion. And the people in the chat room, I would love to see how they feel as well. With that being said,
let's dive into that one first, then. Might as well go ahead and get into that one, then. Let's go.
Okay. A few months ago, Shannon Sharp, a lawsuit was brought about with our brother Shannon Sharp. That came, he was being sued by an OnlyFans model, and he had some type of illicit affair with her, and it was alleged that he was abusive to her. And then, of course, that starts a firestorm. First the first firestorm is sexual assault. Then the next one is ageism. He's too old to be with her. And then then the judgment comes in. Why are you dealing with her? You're not she. And then it's the second layer of judgment. Is she cute enough to deal with? And all these things, they put that in that cesspool, and people start swimming around in that cesspool, right? I think this was a concocted idea by Shannon Sharp. Over the last few weeks before this all happened, Shannon Sharp, in my opinion, I don't watch the First Take show. I, at one point, was a gigantic fan of our brother Shannon Sharp, and I kind of tailed off. I don't publicly speak about it because of one of the topics that we'll later talk about. But I started seeing a little angst between him and Smith. And I personally believe it started at the very beginning of their relationship when he made the statement, "I saved my brother." Technically, he didn't save his brother. A lot of people, even him and Smith, have said Skip Bayless gave us opportunities. I don't think Skip Bayless gave Smith or Sharp opportunities. He used them as lifelines.
Mm-hmm.
That show, First Take, it went from Cold Pizza to First Take, which I think was a genius idea. It was like a Good Morning America for sports junkies like you and I and others.
Yeah.
And then it was reduced to this debate show that everybody watches now. The show started off great, and then people started getting annoyed by Skip Bayless, and people started falling off. Every time Smith came on, the ratings would go through the roof. So he asked Smith to be a permanent partner. Smith saw it because Smith was fresh off being fired by ESPN. He saw it as an opportunity. It was an opportunity to continue his career. He saw Smith, in my opinion, as an inferior debate partner. So he was like, I don't really want to do this anymore. I'm leaving. And Smith had just got this big contract with ESPN. For the time, it was big. He got jealous because they were like, look, he's doing baseball. He's doing basketball. He's sideline report. He's all around. He's doing radio. And he wanted equal pay. They were like, no. He went over to Fox. But right before he went over to Fox, he had Shannon Sharp filling in for Smith. The ratings went back through the roof, and Shannon saved his career yet again.
Yeah.
The reason I gave that back.
No, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
Okay, the reason I gave that backstory is this. He claimed to save Shannon Sharp. Shannon already had Club Shay Shay, and Nightcap was on the come up. So you can't save me if I'm already on the ground. You're not my parachute if I'm on the ground and I'm running. And my severance package from Fox was, I'm keeping my stuff. So he brought him over to ESPN, which I was totally against. People, oh man, I even had somebody say he might be trying to feed his kids. Shannon Sharp is an NFL Hall of Famer who brags about how he took care of his money. He spent 10 years on CBS. Shannon Sharp was never hurting for money. But it is the perception of ESPN being the holy grail. I think that's what he was chasing. And you start seeing tension between these two. I personally believe he saw an ambulance chaser and that attorney that's suing all the black male athletes and entertainers, and they concocted this idea of this young lady and him. Shannon Sharp once said, I don't even stand on elevators with women because of he was accused, fired from CBS, and then cleared, but he was already gone, so he was left out. I believe he didn't want to quit ESPN. He wanted to leave ESPN, and this is the result of that concoction. That's just my personal opinion. What are your thoughts on my opinion? And
I want to make sure I'm understanding you right. I want to make sure, because I'm agreeing with everything you're saying for the most part. I want to make sure I'm understanding you right. So you saying that the whole situation that he just settled was a part of
the plan.
Was a part of the plan.
He get them $3 to $5 million. They walk away happy. The attorney walk away happy. The girl walks away happy. And then you put these inflated numbers out. Everybody call him stupid, but guess what? He ain't missed not one of the people who support him have walked away from this. Just like when he concocted that thing about having sex online. I've gone live on Instagram. Mm-hmm. It's difficult to go online on Instagram. You can't just, oops, I'm online. No. You have to say.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like it's other ways to do that. I feel like there's other ways to do that without putting any mud on your name. Because let's say that wasn't the case. If that wasn't the case, then just, bro, come on, man. Stop. First of all, know the caliber of individual that you're going to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Especially at your age and at your status. But if this was part of the plan, he ain't really got a lot to lose. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to lose his bread, and his name is going to be his name. He got a brand that's established. People going to rock with him regardless. I just feel like it could have been a million other ways to do that. That's just me. That's just me. I wouldn't have went about it that way. Go ahead.
The thing is, if you do it this way, you keep your package with ESPN and nobody else's the wise. I can't see a guy who he's a stickler for doing it the right way. I cannot see that guy caught up like this.
I agree. It's just way out of character for him. But again, I mean, sometimes you don't know people sometimes, man. I mean, the image that you put out there, the way you've been carrying yourself for decades, we ain't never been around this person, in real life. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I mean, he might be a freak that just, get loose like that and don't care.
No, I'm not saying he ain't freaky like this. I'm saying this situation was created. Because look, when he put look, this is why I believe that. When he got in trouble, when he went live by mistake while having sex with Michelle, because that was the girl name.
Yeah, all of
a sudden, the very next night, he's promoting erectile dysfunction pills.
You a lie. I ain't see all that. You serious?
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, dog, if you tap in the nightcap tonight, it's ED pills he promote. The very next night. So you mean to tell me that the ED people called him within 12 hours and set it up, and then he already had the package? No,
damn,
dog.
Shannon. Okay. Yeah, I ain't know nothing about that. I ain't know about that. That's why
he got, because I remember the one time Big Illinois told me, check this out. He sent me a clip, and Shannon was sitting there. He was disgusted with Smith. And he said, oh, so you know more about football than me now, huh?
Yeah.
I was like, And then a couple of weeks later, this happened. I mean, I just don't think that guy, Mr. Careful, this is a dude who, again, I rarely watch the show, but one of the times I tapped in, Ocho Cinco and Molly on the show, because, remember him and Ocho got into it about him being late to a podcast.
Yeah.
He was being late to a podcast. And he was embarrassing Ocho, few weeks later, Ocho is sitting up on the show. Him and Molly pretended that he was late. Shannon sat there and got pissed off. I just don't see that guy being that sloppy. Big Illinois said he lost his endorsements. He lost his endorsements. What endorsements did he lose? Because the dude's still promoting the Bona pills, man. And last time I checked, I tapped in, he was still doing Hennessy and he was still doing a couple other ones. I don't know which one he lost, but I don't believe this. It's so easy to create a situation. So the crisp and clean ESPN, he out.
See, and let me say this too though, because I never liked the idea of a lot of these athletes, former athletes or whatever, or any celebrity going on somebody else's platform. Like if you already got your own brand, you got your own name, right? Shannon Sharp got his own name. Ryan Clark got his own name. Quentin Richardson, all these other athletes that I see on some of these major networks. It's like the Monique situation. You know, I always bring that up. Listen, let me say this. Monique is funny. I think she hilarious, right? She one of the legends, the queen of comedy, right? But you got your own name. We built you up. You know what I'm saying? We were the ones coming out supporting you. Def Comedy Jam, every movie that you put out, Roscoe Jenkins. We helped you become who you are to reach the status to where you sitting down at the tables with Netflix. So as opposed to arguing with them, going back and forth, and you know, however you want to spin it, go do your own thing. If Monique, tell me this, if Monique launched the app at that time, if she decided, her and some other comedians or other celebrities, people she in the business with, decide to launch an app, we putting all of our stand-up routines on here. We put new movies that we releasing independent on this platform. You gonna tell me you're not going to watch? Come on,
hey, man.
I'm gonna watch. Shannon Sharp got Club Shay Shay. He got Nightcap, right? He got his own brand. He a Hall of Fame Super Bowl champion, right? You don't need ESPN. I get it. It's a bag over there, right? But, dude, do things on your terms. And if this is what he did, then I love it. If that's how he chose to do it, I would have picked a different scandal. I would have picked a different situation. I don't know. I can't just come off the top of my head with an idea, but going out there and knocking down a OnlyFans model that allegedly is, well, I ain't gonna say allegedly, but like she what? How old was this chick?
20.
Nah, man, come on, Shay. You come on, man. Do that with somebody else, man. Dude, you could have got with Joy Taylor or somebody, man.
I'm a conspiracy theorist. I'm not gonna even deny it. I am a conspiracy theorist.
Listen, I'm not arguing with you. I'm just saying I wouldn't have done it that way. You smart, dude. Come up with something else. If you don't want to leave, fuck it, leave. I mean, if you don't want to stay, then leave.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, so is it a different I don't know, as far as the paperwork go, like if he was to just say, you know what, I don't want to do this no more. I don't like Stephen A. Smith. I don't like so and so. I don't like this situation. I'm out. You signed a contract. I don't know how long his contract was for, but how damaging would it have been for him to do it a different way? That's all I'm saying.
And then how much money he had to get back?
Man, listen, you talking about I'm gonna stop using the word nigga. You encouraged me to do that, but you talking about a ninja that decided to, you know what? I'm not going to fly coach. He had an argument with Ocho on the show about flying coach. I ain't doing that. I'm flying private every time I fly, right? I'm pretty sure he can still do that without ESPN.
Mm-hmm. Well, he could be this stupid, and I could be dead wrong. I could be. And they said he lost what's my man name?
T-Mobile. Shout out to RC.
RC and Big Illinois.
Shout out to y'all.
They said he don't really promote a whole lot of anything outside of his stuff and liquor, which might be a good thing, man. I mean, again, I could be dead wrong, man. I just don't see. And then he said Stephen A. basically did a ESPN eulogy for Shannon Sharp when the news broke. See, that's what I'm saying. It's
he did a eulogy.
Yeah, because
you know Stephen. I heard about that. I didn't watch it. I can't stand Stephen A. I don't even watch ESPN, man. If a game ain't on, I ain't watching ESPN.
Yeah. Ain't no need me watching
I
ESPN.
don't even watch Sports Center, man. I listen to what's that show, that radio show that come on Fox Radio with
Oh,
LeVar Arrington and I think Brady Quinn on there,
yeah,
some Two Bros and a
yeah,
couple
yeah.
jokes, some
Those
shit
guys.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Anything but.
Yeah, nigga loud for no
Knock it off.
reason, man.
Yeah.
He loud for no
Reject
reason.
from the-
I
Yeah,
don't know
man.
why these
But so
headphones
I
so
mean,
loud.
I'm not trying to say that I'm right, and you know, I don't hope I'm wrong. No, not on this one. I hope I'm right. But at the end of the day, look, this dude got millions of. He just posted. He got his second 1 million subscribers. Ain't nobody not watching. He getting better celebrities on Shay Shay. I think he just took the mentality that I had when he left Fox. Hey man, I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, exactly. He knows everybody will eventually forget. Seneca just said that. That's what I'm thinking. Hey man, if you do this like he did in the middle of Diddy, ain't nobody really paying attention to you.
This is
Ain't nobody
one
paying
reason
attention.
why I'm not sold on it though. Because correct me if I'm wrong, the podcast that he does, that's under Colin Cowherd's company, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So you giving the butter
Maybe.
biscuits back, and you know, I mean, and I'm curious to know what that contract looked like, because
Yeah.
you're not gonna tell me that his podcast is so popular because of Colin Cowherd. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. We
Well,
tapped in. Listen, after the Cat Williams interview, we all know what it was. It was over. It was over.
It was
He was out of here. He might have surpassed the Pivot, right? I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
I
look
mean,
at numbers, so I don't know who got the
that
biggest sports
episode-
podcast.
that episode is the most watched podcast in the history of YouTube. 6 months ago, it was at 70 million.
More than
they
the
said
World
that
Series.
Right.
That's
So,
crazy.
It's just one of those things. But I just, like Seneca, me and Seneca seem to be on the same page. I believe that he said, man, screw this, man. I don't need this.
Yeah.
Because look, his liquor is winning awards. So people gonna drink no matter what. He got
And
the
let's be
boner
real.
pills.
Let's be real, bro. Do we really care? I mean, really? Do we really care? It's like, I don't care who you fucking. That's your business. What I prefer that you keep your private stuff private. But I mean, I get it. It was put out there. Now that video with the Michelle chick, that was staged. You're not gonna convince me that it wasn't. But at the end of the day, who cares, man? Who cares? What we always talk about. You don't like. I ain't gonna say you don't like, but you were not a Kobe Bryant fan, right?
Nope.
Dude, I love Kobe Bryant. I love the Los Angeles Lakers. But he may be somebody I might not sit down and have a beer with him. I don't care what he doing in Denver, Colorado. You know what I'm saying? With that chick. I don't care nothing about what Tiger Woods doing with the chick at the Waffle House.
Right?
What I care about is what you gonna do when you get out there on that green. What you gonna do when you get on the court. Whatever way that you choose to entertain me, you know what I'm saying, through media, that's what I care about. Sit down, have good guests, have good conversations. And, if you can't be great, at least be interesting.
RC said, didn't he buy out his contract with Colin Cowherd? So this makes him
I don't know. Did he?
Subsidiary. If RC is right, he owns all his stuff. He's selling his own liquor. He get the boner pills. I ain't got the T-Mobile no more. I ain't got this no more. I ain't dealing with ESPN no more. But I ain't missed the viewer. Everybody still love me. I was at the Super Bowl. Hey man,
crazy,
maybe
bro.
he said what I said in the beginning of this. I'm doing Shay Shay. I'm doing Nightcap. I ain't dealing with nobody else.
Shannon Sharp out here selling gas station pills.
Man,
I ain't know that, bro. That's hilarious to me, man. I don't know why that's so funny to me.
Because he even got a commercial. Boy, this even make your earlobes hard. I'm like, damn.
I got to go watch that. That's funny.
I ain't getting that, but I looked at it.
You did what?
I said I looked it up just in case.
I'm sorry, my son saying he's going back and forth with me about something. But anyway, man. So I think at the end of the day, when it come down to ESPN, Fox Sports, Fox Sports, they just dropped like 3 shows They dropped the show with Joy Taylor and what's my boy that be hating on everybody in the league? Paul
Paul
Pierce.
Pierce.
They dropped that show. I think that show with Acho and Shady McCoy got dropped. They dropped another show. ESPN numbers been down aside from the actual games that they broadcast.
Yeah.
This podcasting thing, man, with these athletes, they killing it right now. They killing it. They killing it. You got to get your sports news. I don't think the networks will ever die. I think they fine. But at the end of the day, they finna switch it up. I think you finna see a lot of stuff. I think what you gonna see, and you tell me what you think about this. I think what's possible is they're gonna try to start bringing some of those podcasts to these networks. They can start reaching out because who is it that runs a lot of these sports podcasts? Is it Barstool? That's behind Barstool, a lot of these podcasts. Man, they finna start trying to negotiate some deals because the people tuning in. Everybody got a podcast. Carmelo Anthony got a podcast. I don't know if LeBron's still doing the shop or not, but when he retired, he gonna do something. Now. Okay, yeah, he got the one with Steve Nash. And so you got,
yeah, man. I mean,
you got.
They called me the other day. I was like, nah.
Did you say what?
I said they called me the other day. I was like, nah. I want to go to work. Okay. I'm joking. Yeah, right. They called me. Yes. But I mean, but see, that's me, working class me. But if I had the type of momentum those guys have, no, thank you. But cats gonna do it because you have so many people out there, like my man Nori from Drink Champs. Mm-hmm. He said he hates being an independent artist. He hates doing the extra work. Me personally, I'm doing the work. And like Seneca said again, all those people we just mentioned, their indiscretions were forgotten. And I guarantee you, by the time school starts, September, Labor Day, ain't nobody going to be thinking about this.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's going to be thinking about this.
I mean, it ain't even really a conversation worth having. I mean, it's already, for one, it's too much going on, number one. Number two, I mean, you follow this up. Now, this one thing that'll make me buy into this conspiracy that you selling. You follow this situation up with, I mean, you follow that Instagram video situation up with this one, right? It's just, I'm
telling you, dog.
It's some back-to-back
shit. And
shit.
then Illinois said it's already started. Rich Eisen is going to be on ESPN too. Bam.
See, there it is. The first time I heard, what's the dude that come on ESPN sometime? Mad Dog Russo. First time I heard him, I think he started out with a podcast, right?
No, Russo is from Sirius. He owns, you know how they got like Kevin Hart Network? Right. He got his own network.
Yeah, Mad Dog Sports. That's the first time I heard him because I used to listen to it all the time. I mean, I guess back then it was a radio show. Now they call it shit podcasting. But that's the wave, man. That's the wave.
Big Illinois say Barstool is doing their thing with Fox. So yeah, ESPN gonna get a more clean, crisp people, and Barstool and Fox. See, you can say what you want to say on Fox. See, Fox News, they're right wing, but the good thing is the one thing about them, Fox in general, you can speak your mind on Fox. You have to stay corporate with ESPN. So
except for your boy. Which you know what I'm talking about, the white boy with the tank tops.
McAfee, yeah.
Don't his setup look a lot like a podcast?
It was a podcast.
Was it really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he started off as a podcast, blew up on YouTube, and then what we don't remember, what people don't realize is Jim Rome is the original podcast. ESPN fired him, and he came back with the Jim Rome show. He just bought airtime, and he dominates the West Coast. And then ESPN would bring him back. And what I used to really love and respect about Jim Rome is when he would come back to ESPN, like every 2 or 3 years, they'd be like, okay, Jim Rome back. And he'll be there for about 6 months. Then they'll fire him. Then he'll come back. He never changed his email to the Jim Rome Show. It was always from the Jim Rome Show. That's the original podcast. And that's the dude who made me say, I could do this, because I was like, I could do what Jim Rome does. And because back then it was called buying airtime. And then I started off on this network, who is the owner of the network that our community met on, Spreaker. The parent company is called Blog Talk Radio. And they used to give you a phone number, and it was a better setup. It was a dope setup. So, it is what it is. But yeah, this whole thing, man. This whole TV thing finna be blown up. Nobody
Wow.
cares about TV anymore. You guys can give us the games. We don't need anything else.
Yeah. Yeah. It's different, man. It's different. It's shifting. And I'm gonna say this before we get off of here, man. With Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco or
Ocho.
whatever. Yeah. You got what you wanted. You where you at. Hey man, leave them OnlyFans chicks alone, bro. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. If you gonna mess with them, don't talk about them. We don't need to hear about that. Just get them to sign some consent forms or something. You
Yeah,
might have to
that's
pull
what I
one of
said,
them
man.
numbers.
I don't. I mean, my fandom for Shannon has reduced simply because some of the questions he asked on those show on Club Shay Shay. So I'm like, dude, those are not questions you need to be asking, you know. But that's part of what we're gonna talk about later, and then I just keep it moving.
There it is. There it is. All right. Ice Cube, Aries
Thank you,
Spears.
Stephanie.
I don't know. I saw the interview with Aries Spears on Vlad, and I didn't see the interview. I saw the clip. I saw the clip just kept circulating. I don't know what led to that particular conversation. I don't know how he got there, but so he come out and he says that he don't like him as a rapper. He don't like him as an actor. And I mean, come on, man. We get it. You from New York. You biased to East Coast hip hop or New York hip hop or whatever. But dude, I'm not buying that, bro. I'm not buying that. What I think happened was he got turned down for one of Ice Cube Vision movies or something. Something happened. He wanted to do business with him. It didn't work out. And now all of a sudden you salty and you bitter. Because this dude is always talking about somebody. He always got something negative to say about somebody. And I'm gonna let you speak on it though.
Yeah, man, I'm on that same page, man. I'm on the exact same page that you on. Aries Spears is a comedian who's hit his ceiling. You know the sad part about Aries Spears and Corey Holcomb are on the same page. If Corey Holcomb just zip it, he'll blow up. Aries Spears is not gonna blow up because he's burned too many bridges. Corey Holcomb picks at his peers. This dude, he's maxed out at his abilities. I believe he did exactly what Jim Jones did last week. He saw Jim Jones diss the hottest rapper in the world right now, the hottest old school rapper in the world right now, because Nas is putting out albums. He's putting out his own stuff. He's doing stuff with Premiere. He's getting Grammys now. Nas is he hottest fish grease. And Jim Jones said, I'm going to get people to talk about me by dissing Nas. And Aries Spears said, well, Ice Cube got basketball. Ice Cube got movies. How can you acknowledge that somebody is a pioneer and say you've never liked? I'm gonna give him credit for being a pioneer, and I got to give him credit for that. But I ain't never liked none of this stuff. I'm not, as you mentioned.
Don't give me no underhanded compliment.
Exactly, as you mentioned in the previous segment. I'm not a Kobe Bryant fan, but you know what I used to do? I used to love rooting against Kobe Bryant, because I knew he was not going to let me down. I used to love teasing my cousin Cap, my cousin Chris, their homeboy Tyree, and if the Lakers didn't win, I would just sit there and be like, shh. And then I would do what people do now with LeBron. If he did show out, he ain't good as Jordan. That was I kept the fight going. So, but I'm not gonna sit here and be like, Kobe overrated. I don't see why people like Kobe, because he scored 60 in 3/4. That's why people like Kobe. If you're a Kobe Bryant fan, you're going to love him. And if you was me, an antagonistic, just want to argue type cat, I'm rooting against Kobe. I ain't like Jordan either for that record, but I love AI, so don't ask me.
This would confuse me about a ninja like him. So when you start doing that right there, and I mean, if your intention is to do it, now people talking about you, now your name circulate. How you make $1 off of that if you ain't got nothing going on? I mean, like, I don't know nothing about. Do he got a special coming out or something? Is he working on a movie? Is he writing a book? I don't get it. I feel like that's just the type of person you are. I done seen him do it too many times, man. And Ice Cube responded back. I think Ice Cube was like, I think he called him a sucker, right?
Yeah.
And then Aries Spears go on YouTube or Instagram and do a whole nother explanation video where he backpedaling but doubling down at the same time. That's sucker shit. That sucker shit. That's that shit that Cube was talking about. I mean, you look stupid. I mean, come on, bro. You ain't even have to say that. If you felt that way, you didn't have to be as emphatic about it when you said it. You know, Cube, he a legend. Just leave it right there, man.
Like Jungle Brother said, he like Diet Coke. You see him, but you really don't care. Like,
exactly. Exactly.
Miss me.
What up, JB?
He's a super sucker, man. I mean, dude, I don't like Ice Cube's new music, but Ice Cube is one of the few rappers. Because anybody know me, know I love hip hop. I was on the ones and twos back in the days. I love hip hop music. But Ice Cube is the only solo rapper, that I listened to his first 3 CDs and did not hit. What's the next song? Not one time. As a matter of fact, and if you add NWA and the Posse and Straight Outta Compton and Easy Does It, Ice Cube wrote albums that you didn't skip. So you mean to tell me you ain't like the Boys in the Hood? You mean to tell me you ain't like Easy Does It? You ain't Straight Outta Compton? You ain't like none of that?
Let me tell you something, H-Rap. Let me tell you something. It's not a lot of rappers in the game that you can write the story of hip hop without including them. Ice Cube is one of them. On that alone, aside from the fact that he created a cult classic with Friday, say what you want to say, bro, but you don't gotta lie. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you might not like anything outside of Friday, Straight Outta Compton, America's Most Wanted, Easy Does It, Kill at Will, Death Certificate, which in my opinion is Ice Cube's greatest work. But he just talking out the side of his ass, man. He just is. Dude. And and listen, I'm not saying that I don't want to just start taking shots at Aries Spears because he took shots at Ice Cube.
I do.
He not funny to me. He not funny. He's never been entertaining. He was just a clown comedian that might have had one good moment, not great, one good moment in his comedy career on Def Jam.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna say it. If you see, I'm a little older than you, and the people like RC and Jungle Brother and Stephanie, they don't know exactly what I'm talking about. He Black Rich Little, man. And after you get through imitating people, you ain't gonna be funny no more. I'm gonna be like Denzel, okay. I'm gonna be like Jay-Z, okay. Now tell me some jokes, buddy. Oh, you can't? As Jungle said, just for the taste of it, Diet Coke. I'm out.
Yeah. And I don't even like
pointless.
And I don't even like some of the shit that Cube been doing lately, some of the stuff that he been saying lately, you know, but I mean, it ain't got nothing to do with nothing. So I'm saying that just to, I'm not being biased. I thought it was some sucker shit, and I thought it was, and it to me, it kind of ties into the topic that we about to talk about next. Because now, there we go again, just in the platform that he did it on. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
to be on that platform and to say some of the things that you said about this man that you did not have to say. You could have said what you were thinking without even saying it, right? Sometimes silence speak volumes. And when nobody would have read nothing into it, just like, that's Aries Spears, who gives a fuck?
Or you could even say it, just say, man, I'm not really a big fan of Cube. I've never been, not really. I know he was one of the greats, but he's
that would have had people talking anyway.
But but he wouldn't have been able to be called a sucker. That is your opinion.
Yeah. Like me, exactly.
Ain't nobody diss me for my point of view on Kobe. I'm not a Kobe fan. I'm not a Jordan fan. And if you ask me why, because I've always been partial to guys that play like Magic Johnson.
You about to get us shut down, man. You just saying crazy shit. You talking about you ain't a Kobe fan, you ain't a Jordan fan.
But you know what? There's so many people be hating on Kobe.
We finna lose some views now.
We might get some views because there people be hating on Kobe for nothing. They just be hating Kobe. It's people hate on Kobe
till he got in that goddamn helicopter.
Man. Yeah, if Kobe was alive, they still be hating on him.
Yeah.
People hated Kobe so much, I started to like the dude more.
Man, the worst thing that ever happened to LeBron was Kobe leaving here. That was the worst thing that happened to LeBron.
Yeah.
Because now they got to shift that hate to him.
Hey, he getting it all. Him and KD get all that.
They get
all that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I hope they kill that noise, though, because nobody want to hear about Ice Cube and Aries Spears beefing. So I don't know who gonna speak last, but at this point, man, Cube just do. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, Aries Spears responded to Cube's response.
I bet you Cube don't say nothing, man.
Yeah, I hope not. Just leave it alone, bro. It's Aries Spears.
This dude still be at comedy clubs performing.
Did he win that? Did he settle that case? The one with him and Tiffany Haddish.
Yeah, they I don't know what happened, but it was they let it go. You know.
Yeah.
But anytime you playing like you like little boys, that ain't funny, man. Molestation of children is not funny, bro.
Nah, ain't win no comedy in that.
No, bro.
See, that let you know right there. He don't got that comedy gene in him. It's a million. Right. It's a million things to talk about. It's a million things to be funny about. That ain't one of them.
Right.
I don't know who that was for, but
he a straight Woodrow.
We don't want to breathe no new life into that. They dealt with it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, you know, let them black entertainers go do their thing. Mm-hmm. Learn and grow from that shit. But yeah. All right, you want to move on to this other one, man?
Let's do it.
This right here, this one. This one of them ones that I swear to God, I had this conversation every day. Mm-hmm. I have it every single day. So why do we hate black celebrities? We got to get at some context. Let me give you an example. All right, so who we got pictured? We got the Carters. We got Jay-Z, Beyonce. We got Bronny James. We got LeBron James. We got Jalen Hurts. We got Kamala Harris. Every last one of them has been a victim of the black community openly attacking them for whatever reason. And I'm going to tell you, this Diddy case, the Diddy shit, that to me, that opened up the floodgates in a way that I ain't never seen before. Because I don't know why everybody with a Facebook account wanted to see Jay-Z and Beyonce go down. They wanted to see them go down with Diddy. They wanted to see, okay. I don't even think they was even on Diddy like that until this shit came out. Diddy is the one that's on trial, but all of a sudden, yeah, Jay-Z finna go down. Beyonce finna fall. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that is what I hate, because when we do stuff like that, when we do it openly within, just publicly like that, it's like, damn, y'all leaving us open for attack, because now we tearing each other down. Whatever happened to wanting to see black excellence? You get it. Everybody in this little photo right here represents black excellence. Jay-Z and Beyonce, billionaires in the entertainment business, been doing it forever. LeBron James, NBA legend, who now has his son in the league at the highest level, alongside with him on the same team. Super Bowl champion, Jalen Hurts, still not good enough to be considered a top 10 by our community for the most part. Donald Trump in the office right now because people had negative, false information to say about Kamala Harris. Say what you want to say about me. I don't care. Y'all can come for me. Y'all can attack me. You know, I'm just a nigga on the podcast.
Yeah, come on. Attack,
you know
subscribe.
Yeah, make sure y'all hit that like and that subscribe button before you do it. Now, I promise you, if you comment, I'll respond. But it hurt me to my soul. I mean, that shit hurt my heart, bro, because it's like, whether you a fan of any of these celebrities or figures or not, it don't matter. You don't have, I mean, I just need I've never heard a legitimate reason. I've never heard, okay, why? What do you have against anybody up here? What did they do to you? What did they do? Because I can't think of a single scandal that either one of them has been involved in that would warrant those types of attacks. Let me shut up.
I can't think of a single scandal any of them have been in, period. I mean, well, LeBron James, he decided, I'm not going to let the people in Cleveland pimp me into the end of my career like Oscar Robertson and Charles Barkley and Kevin Garnett. I'm going to go do it on my own. Yeah, you're horrible. Jay-Z married Beyonce. She was too young. He was too old. Okay, is that your sister? That's your okay. How many times have you posted about the sexual assault and young women being taken advantage of? None. Well, you don't need to be talking about that. This lady used to be the Attorney General of the state of California, and fools was out here saying she locked some brothers up. Duh. I mean, that's her job.
Oh my God.
She's locking people up. No, the laws she created. Look, how many times you watch the news? You live in Carolina. I live in Illinois. Younger brother live in North Carolina. You live in South North Pole. RC live in Minnesota. How many times have y'all heard this conversation? What they need to start doing with these badass kids is locking their parents up. She did it. And let them out. But y'all ain't talk about the program that she initiated. That if you went to jail on a misdemeanor, if you went to jail on a drug charge and you didn't graduate from high school and you got your GED and you got your life together while you were incarcerated, they expunged your record. Oh, y'all, because the man didn't tell you that. See, that's what you ain't talking about. And we look. How many of us, if you got your own personal mechanic, if a lot of us got doctors we've been dealing with for years, and guess what? Your mechanic, your electrician, and your plumber, their son is working with them, and you ain't you ain't finna fix my sink with your son. What kind of nonsense is that? But you mad that somebody on TV that will not affect your life in any way, shape, form. Oh man, they could have let another dude do that. You mean like Marv Albert and his brother? You mean like Harry Carey, his son and his grandson? You mean like Emilio Estevez and Charlie Sheen and Martin Sheen? You mean like Nicolas Cage, who can't play dead in the cowboy movie because his daddy name is Francis Ford Coppola? He gets in movies. But y'all ain't nobody boycotting that. But
yeah,
brothers and sisters getting it. It's a problem.
Don't nobody even talk about her conviction rate of pedophiles and stuff like that either. But I mean, listen, the point is why do we go on these attacks like this? That's what I've never understood that. I've never understood that. It's like, first of all, listen, if me and you got a problem, right? Mm-hmm. And this is just how I come up. This how I was brought up. If me and you got a problem, if I got a real beef with you, and this ain't even real beef, y'all don't even know these people. But if me and you got a real issue, we got a real misunderstanding, we not doing that in front of them. You know what I'm talking about? We not doing that in front of them. We finna go somewhere. Exactly. We finna go somewhere. We gonna deal with that like men, right? Mm-hmm. That's so self-destructive, man. That's so self-destructive.
Man, I grew up in a time that we were collectively embarrassed if somebody did something wrong, not collectively celebrated the wrong. Because, I mean, I can remember, and I hate to call him out, rest in peace to Sly Stone. I can remember, you had those award shows, everybody be dressed to the nine, and then my man Sly show up, has a kite, and you could feel the entire nation, the black nation go, It's like, no. Yeah. You got Sydney, you got Bill, you got Denise Nichols, you had all these top flight, Diana Ross and Barry Gordy up there dressed to the nines, and then my man Sly looking like he rolled out the bed and got
he just threw Sly under the bus. Damn.
But he used to say, man,
I got you.
He used to show looking bad. But we were like, oh no. We were cheering for people, and I guess it started happening when Michael Jackson started dressing like Captain Crunch.
Yeah, with them shoulder pads and shit.
Oh my God, that man used to dress like. But even then, we were like, Mike look ridiculous, but he might. So we ain't gonna mention that he looked ridiculous to us.
That's a show we need to do right there. How many times have our people embarrassed us?
Yeah,
publicly. Yeah. Like, damn, man, come on, bro, you ain't had to do that. Yeah. When Bobby Brown dropped that cocaine out of his pocket, and they that whole little show that they did. Remember that? What was the name of that show Bobby Brown and Whitney did?
Yeah.
Man, boy, they could have kept that shit. That was the first Jay-Z and Beyonce right there.
Yeah.
We was happy for them. But see, that's the thing, man. Like, don't nobody want to see them two win, but I mean, I guess they wanted Remy and Papoose.
Right.
That didn't work out. Yeah, they wanted, like, I guess now it's Rocky and what's the boy name? A$AP Rocky and Rihanna.
Rihanna, yeah. And you see, they stay over.
He mess around and get $100 million. They coming for his ass.
Boy,
he better get a little bit of money. They gonna start turning on him.
Man, he make another quarter, it's over.
Oh yeah, RC just said the James Brown drunken boy.
Yeah, oh man. Yeah,
boy, I wish I had that clip right there. Boy, that was the funniest shit.
That's TV gold.
And I know my daddy the biggest James Brown fan. God rest my daddy. So he's the biggest James Brown fan you would ever meet. And I know he was just probably like, boy, come on, James. Come on, Jimmy. Come on, you ain't got to do that, man.
No, James, no. But see, that's what I'm saying.
That shit was so damn funny. I'm going to watch that as soon as I get off of here.
Man, we used to boost them up, and now it's like, hey. But you know what it is, though? I hate to get all deep.
Hold on. Please remember that thought. Please remember
Okay.
that thought, because the most embarrassing moment in Black history, and I would never forgive this ninja for this shit. When Jerry Rice put that goddamn Popeye's helmet on and ate that fucking chicken on TV 3 different ways. I think they had like 3 different versions of that commercial that was just they still play that shit to this day.
That's the most
Jerry Rice,
disrespectful.
I'm a San Francisco 49er fan. That shit it bleed through my blood.
Man,
I would never forgive you for that, man. You owe us an apology. Huh?
He had a big giant biscuit up under his arm with the chicken leg rotating on his face mask. Man, Jerry Rice.
Man, you owe us an apology, bro. I'm done with you.
You know what?
I'm done with
I
you,
will
man.
accept all the hate that they get if Jerry Rice come out and apologize for that.
Bro, hey, you owe us an apology for that.
Yeah.
I'm tagging you in this shit. I don't know if you're on social media or whatever, but somebody, your kids or somebody listen, somebody should have talked to you, man. I don't know how they let him get away with that. I don't know who was in his corner.
Moment is when that dude about 2 years ago, he was on TV singing about chicken. Ooh, baby, I got pop. I'd have said, nah, I'm good. I'd have said, no.
I think Mary J. Blige was doing that too, though. I think she had a little moment doing that shit.
No, it was different. This cat came in the house, closed the door. And remember how Tyrese was singing about?
Yeah, that made me think about that.
No, this is like, man. Always go. He was showing off this dude was, I got fun. Oh my God. I was like,
yeah, he meant every bit of that too. He meant every. I don't even think he got paid for that. He didn't even want no money. He just wanted a bucket of chicken for that one.
Man,
he just wanted a bucket of chicken.
I'll never eat that damn sandwich, man. Every time I think about getting that sandwich, I go, nah. No.
Let me get back on topic, man.
Sounds so bad too. Every time I go to Popeyes, I look at that sandwich and go, nah, I can't eat it.
Let me get back on topic, man. I don't want to go through each one of these celebrities one by one, but to the people that's confused about why Jalen Hurts is up there, let me say this. Jalen Hurts, he just won a Super Bowl, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who was the Super Bowl MVP?
Him?
Jalen Hurts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Jalen Hurts, me and you was having this conversation today. Jalen Hurts, you was talking about him as far as being the greatest Alabama quarterback ever.
Mm-hmm.
Some people may want to debate that, but I can't think of who you're going to put in this place. Jalen Hurts just won a Super Bowl. I know I got friends that I talk to about sports, right? Most of these friends are black friends.
Mm-hmm.
None of them have Jalen Hurts in their top 5 right now. Currently in the league right now.
Mm-hmm.
Every black media, sports media personality out here talk about Jalen Hurts. I can't think of but a handful that has him in the top 5 right now. Explain that to me.
Hey man, that's exactly where I was going. I believe, and like I said, I was about to say, I don't want to get all deep and esoteric, but this is the result of plantation mentality in full effect. This is snitch on the dude who escaping. It's literally a law passed in 1771 called Meritos Manumission. Snitch on a slave revolt, you can get your freedom. Make life more comfortable for white people, you get more freedom. You get freedom. And the third one was save a white man's life, and you get freedom. People are tearing these people like Jalen Hurts and Beyonce and Jay-Z and Vice President Harris down and LeBron down, not because they don't like them. Because I am above this. I'm like y'all, white people. White people, I'm like y'all. See, I could criticize black people too. And this is the result of it. Because if you see, people don't like for example, why do we have to explain why we tell people you need to shop black? No, you shouldn't only shop black, man. You got to be fair. Why? When Jewish people only eat kosher, nobody says anything. When you go into a Mexican restaurant, you don't see a whole bunch of people in there that look like you and I. It'd be a bunch of Mexicans in there, and that's where they need to be. It's a big Chinatown here in Chicago. When you go into Chinatown in those restaurants, it's filled with Asian people. and that's the way it's supposed to be. But we have to explain why we want to do what we want to support each other. Well, why can't it be anytime you stick up for black? Why does it have to be black? Because you made it this way. You burnt down our towns. You enslaved us. You made laws. You created groups to hate us. So now that we're saying, okay, we don't want it anymore. Oh, no, it needs to be fair. No, don't need to be fair. It should have been fair in 1619, but it wasn't. And we're in 2025 now. So it don't need to be no more. We're going to keep it the way it is.
There it is. There it is. And I agree with that 100%. But at the end of the day, and you're right about how they keep they never went away from their little segregated situations and whatnot. In the neighborhood I live in, it's the same way. It's the same way. But when it come to us, for whatever reason, it's this whole mindset of inclusion. It's like we equate that to success, being accepted amongst them, right? That's why you got Monique arguing with Netflix. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got the Shannon Sharp, Stephen A. Smith situation. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got, just so many situations that I feel like we can run that shit, but we won't allow ourselves to just think that we can. And
hey, man.
What I tell you the other day, man, it's like the minute we understand how powerful we are, then it's a problem.
Game over.
James said, I disagree. It's not hate when it comes to Jalen Hurts. Personally, it's his game. We give praise to people that deserve it, like Lamar Jackson. What about his game is flawed?
Okay,
well, that's what I put that in there. Let me know what it is about his game that you feel like needs work or need help. Because and I've heard that before. I've heard that, but the quarterbacks that you talking about, the quarterbacks that you comparing him to, it's like I think people make it seem like they don't have some of the same weapons or some of the same arsenal that Jalen Hurts has. He got Saquon. Okay. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. Saquon is the best running back in the league, but come on, man. Everybody else got them weapons too. But not everybody has tasted that same success that he just did this past year.
Watch this.
Just break that down for me, Jay. Shout out to D. I was about to call him DVJ. He told me to stop calling him that. Shout out to Jay.
Hey, check this out. Let's just agree with Jay for a minute. It's his game. Now, everybody told me, I've been watching sports for years. You a superstar when you play the best in the biggest moments, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you ask 100% of the NFL who ask anybody in the league right now, I believe 100% of the people will say Patrick Mahomes is the gold standard of quarterbacks. Right?
Right.
He's the gold standard of quarterbacks. Everybody would wish they had a Patrick Mahomes. Now, Jalen Hurts is the only quarterback in the league that's named not Patrick Mahomes that has played in 2 Super Bowls. That means Jalen Hurts has gotten the playoffs and played well enough to get to the biggest game twice.
Mm-hmm.
People have an issue with Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts just won his first Super Bowl against the best quarterback in the world. And guess what? That's his second time outplaying the best quarterback in the world in the biggest game. But when you look at other people like Peyton Manning is universally known as one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the history of the league. He has a below 500 playoff record. He has lost to backup quarterbacks, and not because not because the other defense was the greatest defense in the world and he just lost. He has been shut down routinely. People coddle him so much that they created a title for him. The greatest regular season quarterback in the history of the league. Now, if you want me to believe he the greatest regular season quarterback in the history of the league, all I ask is tell me who is number 2. Now, if you can't tell me who the number 2 greatest regular season quarterback in the history of the league is, that means Peyton Manning is the bum that I think he is, the choking, gagging bum that I think he is.
And see, Jay, I don't even want to argue with him though, because he say He said that means Jalen Hurts does a great job running this scheme with a complete team that matters. So in other words, I mean, you compare him to Brock Purdy, right? You know what I'm saying? He done a great job running the scheme with a complete team. Jalen Hurts won. Brock Purdy didn't against the same quarterback, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Against the same team. You know what I'm saying? I think we being too hard on him. I feel like why are we raising the bar for him, right?
Okay.
Because you're not gonna tell me that I mean, everybody want to praise Josh Allen, right? If he's so much better than Jalen Hurts, why has he not been able to get it done? Who's standing in his way? In that division, you got Pat Mahomes. Jalen Hurts got it done. And don't tell me that Josh Allen didn't have no solid team, no solid roster around him. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that about him. I don't want to hear that about Joe Burrow. And we're not gonna make this a sports show. We're talking about why we hate black celebrities. But that right there, to me, it's like, what is it? Why are we analyzing him differently? I feel like that's what we're doing. I feel like that's what we're doing when it comes to him.
But hold it. Let me respond to that last comment. If he ran a great, he executed on a
I'm sorry, I just read a comment. Go ahead.
What did he say? What did Jay say?
No, I was looking at somebody else.
Does a great job running the scheme. So does that mean Pro Bowler Leroy Butler, Pro Bowler Dorsey Evans, Pro Bowler Bubba Franks, Pro Bowler what's the dude who went to jail for raping little girls, tight end, Pro Bowler Freeman, Antonio Freeman, Pro Bowler Denard Walker, Pro Bowler Donald Driver. Does that make Brett Favre that same guy? Does that make Steve Young that same guy? With Pro Bowler, what's my man, number 82 for the 49ers, John Taylor, greatest of all time, Jerry Rice, Bob Nunn, William Floyd, Pro Bowler should be Hall of Famer, Ricky Watters, a super duper defense. Does that make Steve Young that same dude? Because Steve Young wasn't getting it done until he got Deion Sanders, Gary Plummer, Ken Norton Jr., Hall of Famer Richard Dent, Hall of Famer Bryant, Pro Bowler, All-Pro Dana Stubblefield, Tim McDonald, Deion Sanders, and Davis. He didn't win until the end. So if that's the case, if you just execute your scheme, that means Tom Brady ain't that good because he got Hall of Famer Gronk, Pro Bowler Branch, very good. Pro Bowler Julian Elliott, 10,000 yard rusher, Corey Dillon. I mean, if we gonna say that, then all of them fall into that same box.
He doing his job. He did his job, and he did it better than anybody this year, and that's why he won the championship. And if he didn't do it better than everybody, he did it well enough. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. But yeah, I appreciate you weighing in on that, Jay. That's a conversation I want to pick that one up on a later date, because this season coming up, and I want him to just really, between him and Lamar Jackson, man, I want to see both of them ball. I wish both of them could win the Super Bowl this year, but and just shut everybody up. You know what I'm saying? But
Lamar Jackson win the Super Bowl this year.
You say what?
The only thing I want more than Lamar Jackson win the Super Bowl this year is to hit the Powerball tonight.
Shh, boy, listen. Who you telling? All right, man. I guess that's gonna wrap us up, man.
This will wrap us up, man. I just want to say this. I need everybody who tapping in right now to tap in tomorrow, or check us out. Check me out tomorrow at 2:00. I think this might be my greatest podcast ever.
Okay, that's what's up.
It's gonna be my greatest product. It is going to be about how to destroy a community. Look at this. Go to this same YouTube page. Go to the end of the bench and go to the live feed, and you'll see the cocaine and the drug paraphernalia, and you'll see the title of it.
And cocaine and drug, Big Meech over there. All right, man. Yeah. So listen, Sunday, I think I'm gonna do something around 7:00 Sunday. Y'all come check out my little podcast on Mixcloud. We cranking it up again. I'm playing some music for y'all. We're gonna talk about music. We're gonna break down some of the things that I love about music and some of the music that I'm playing. So y'all make sure y'all tap in. I don't have a link. Find me on Mixcloud at what is it? What's my damn Mixcloud? Tiger Park Productions or something like that. But next time we come back, I'll make sure I have more information about that, man. We just starting this thing up, and I'm getting my feet wet with it. I can't stand Mixcloud, but we're gonna figure it out. But with that being said, We're going to catch y'all next week.
What I'm not going to do is turn this shit down to make you happy.